Happy Saturday and welcome back to the Tailgate. Another Saturday with college football being kind of, over. I don't want to say over. We still got playoffs. We still got some big games, but college basketball and the NBA is going to be taking the forefront here on Saturdays at Pub Sports Radio. And I couldn't be more excited to be doing it with my guys, Billy and Wine Time this Saturday morning. Fellas, how's it going?
I'm good over here. Happy Saturday, guys. I didn't know if I was going to make it today. Baby's still not here yet. So I'm here rocking with you guys, capping this insane college basketball card we have today, man. A lot of conference games. This is when college basketball starts getting exciting. So I'm looking forward to it. How you doing over there, Billy?
Doing good. The kids should be back in the classrooms and stuff like that. So we're back to college basketball on Saturdays. I'm excited for it. Conference plays. I think conference play is a little bit easier to cap than non-conference play where you have to lay 25.5 points on like 60% of the card. So this is really where I start getting my college basketball bets is in the new year.
There are 3 times in the season that are my personal favorite time to bet college basketball, and there are 2 times that I can't stand betting college basketball, and I still do it. The 3 times I like betting it are at the very beginning of the season, right when it starts, when conference play starts, which is right now, and then when the tournament starts, obviously, right? So
that feast week is like March Madness, dog. Feast week in November is wild.
I consider that when it starts, because that feast week, you're still getting those really good, you're still getting those top matchups, right? But then after that first feast week and those top matchups, you start getting like just 30, 40, 50 point spreads, and it gets a little tiring. But then, you come back to conference like today, and holy shit, what a lineup of games we got today. I mean, we got one guys that's starting in less than an hour, and I know we have action on it here. Oh, let me move Billy. That ain't gonna work. There we go. We got action on it here on the panel, and we got another guy backstage that'll bring us action after we get into it. Billy, backstage, you were talking to me about Virginia not being the same team that they've been. We've always known Virginia to be a very defensive team, and their pace is going to be just, watching paint dry, right? They're taking the shot clock down to the very last seconds of the shot clock, facilitating the basketball around the top of the arc before they find their shot, and that's not necessarily the Virginia team that we're seeing this year. NC State on the flip side, I've only got my eyes on them once this year. It was against Kansas, and they played a good basketball game. Even though Kansas won and I was on Kansas, NC State didn't look horrible there. I think Peterson coming out early was a little bit of a detriment to the game. But I like both these teams. I could only go with the home team here, first game of conference. I have no action here, so I'm excited to hear what you guys are doing. Wine Time, I'll toss it to you, and then we'll get Billy because I know he's got some bets.
This is extremely fun game. 8 a.m. start time over here on the West Coast for me. And when I was looking at this game yesterday, I kind of wanted NC State, and I'm still potentially going to get there. Haven't moved on it quite yet. We're seeing 4.5s pop up now. NC State, you mentioned it being at home in rivalry play. Virginia, one thing is why I don't want to fade them is because they're coming off pretty much their ultimate rival in Virginia Tech, coming off that 10-point loss to them. And this Virginia team, coming into the season, we thought was going to be a lot better. I'm not a big fan of this team. NC State, what did they do? They go out and grab, Darian Williams, I think, from Texas Tech last year, is a guy that you guys know last year on the all about the hoops. I was talking about him constantly, saying that this guy's going to be going in the first round in the NBA draft. What happens? He ends up hitting the transfer portal, leaves a school that has a lot of money for – I guess NC State's got some NIL money because they definitely had to throw him a couple mil over there to come over there. And he's averaging 14 points a game right now. He kind of does it all, though. He's really much of a playmaker. He's got to get the ball to his playmakers. They're going to have to make the shots because they're going to get a lot of open shots because this guy's going to demand a lot of double teams when he goes down low. This guy's going to be playing in the league one day. I'm not sure when, but I kind of want to be on Darian Williams' point prop here at 14.5. He's missed his last 2 games, and I think this is a good spot for him being at home. He's kind of, if you've heard it in the media, the coach has had to back him up. They're like, why isn't Darian Williams scoring? He's like, this guy's a plus 13 and we're winning games, you know what I mean? And he hasn't scored. Like, it don't matter if he scores. He does everything else. So I want to be on NC State, and I want to be on Darian Williams. Haven't made it official. Curious what Billy has to say on this one.
I know.
Yeah, I'm on that prop. I sent it in the Discord, Darren Williams. How do you not watch Will Wade's interview? I've never seen a coach be that animated, and I'm a Will Wade backer since the McNeese State days. NC State, the biggest thing about them is, well, granted, both of these coaches are new to ACC play. NC State doesn't have any real quad one wins. If you look at their record, they lost some games this year. They lost to UNC Asheville, Auburn, Texas at a neutral site. That was the Maui tournament, and they also lost that game against Seton Hall. So they're in the ACC and the SEC. You have to defend home court unless if they lose this game, you're kind of pigeoning yourself to have to get a road win at Duke or North Carolina later in the year. And I think this team's a little bit better than that. I mean, if you look at Virginia is a little bit overrated in my opinion. Like, this is not the same defensive powerhouse team from years past. This team's going to look to run and gun, and I don't think that run and gun style is going to work here against NC State, who literally is a run and gun team. This is an 11 o'clock game. NC State, or I should say Virginia's biggest advantage is their offensive rebounding. They need extra possessions in games, and I don't think they're going to get that opportunity here against NC State. NC State 30th in defensive rebounding. If you remember Alan Lubin from North Carolina last year, their starting center, I think he could definitely neutralize Virginia's paint presence there. And Virginia's going to be without their top three-point shooter, their fourth leading scorer. I think NC State has more depth, and the high-tempo style is going to tax the lethargic legs here of Virginia later in the game. This is probably going to be one that goes back and forth for the game of runs, but I think NC State's going to get the victory by the end. I moved on this three different ways. I'm on Virginia team total under. I'm on NC State in a parlay as well that we'll talk about. And then I'm also on Darren Williams, 15-plus points. That was at minus 106. And then I ran a same-game parlay of Darren Williams, 15-plus points, NC State to win, and that was plus 150.
Love that last parlay. I mean, I like all of it, but one of my favorite things to do is, when I have a prop, to take the team that I also like. I mean, it just correlates. Man, what a breakdown, guys. How about having Billy back here on college basketball? Did y'all hear that fire he was just spitting, man? So excited it's college basketball season, and we got one more person with a take on this game. But real quick, I got to give a shout out to our guy Wager Detective in the chat, man. I see Chang Kim in the chat. Kristen, there's Kristen. Good to see you, Kristen. Stacks, I think Stacks was up at the top. He said Alabama, Kentucky over 175. Shout out to our guy Stacks. Let me run that one time.
I like that.
Stacks, 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 stacks.
Everybody coming in. He also had Christian McCaffrey over 113.5 rush and receiving yards, minus 117 at Bet Rivers. But everybody coming in, man. Chosen one. He said he's on Butler money line. We'll try and touch that game here in just a minute. Nasty Nate, my fucking guy. Old E, Agent Parlay, man. Everybody that's coming in. Ron Lofton, there's my dude. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'll get to you. But do us a favor. Hit the like button. Share the video. Help us pump this out. We got to let people know, hey, even though football's over, we got all about the hoops coming. We might say tailgate, but we'll switch it by next week. One more person that's going to bring you guys some quick action in this game. And then we got to get rolling because college basketball has got an endless slate of games. And I've got 5 bets today that we haven't got to. So without further ado, our motherfucking guy, Gorky, the Goracle. Let's go, Gorky. What up, man?
Hey, bro. Hold on. Let me fix myself here.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time because I love it.
I'm going to join our guy Billy Briz before Gorky breaks this down.
Let Gorky break it down. He's going to tell me the reason why I'm wrong.
Well, he's going to tell you both they are wrong.
I'm seeing minus 5s pop up right now for NC State, so I got to move on this 4.5 while I can. If I still can, I'm moving on it right now. Minus 4.5, minus 110, and Darian Williams plus 15 plus points. I'm getting minus 110, so that's what I'm giving out here, guys. 2 plays. I'm right there with Billy. I agree with both those looks, and it's an early look, so I'm excited.
I mean, y'all's game starts in 40 minutes. That's exciting. Gorky, tell him what's really up here. Tell him about Virginia.
No, before I get to this game, did you guys see the heartbreak that I had to endure last night with Notre Dame? Jesus.
I saw the Notre Dame head coach was swinging on the fucking referee. Not a good look.
For real swinging?
Not like for real swinging. Notre Dame lost the game on. They went to intentionally foul, like above. Like when a player dribbles the ball out, they went to intentionally foul him, and when they intentionally fouled him, he shot the shot, and it actually went in. So it turned out to be a 4-point play, which was really a bullshit ass call. They're trying to intentionally foul them with one foul to get.
You gotta call that foul on the court. You don't give them the shot. Yeah.
And it was like the shot was late. Like you could tell, but it's okay. It was in the script. Fuck it. Some mob shit, like Troy Torrance would say.
Nah, that's not mob shit. That was just dumb shit. What the fuck are you fouling him? Like, why are you? I don't know. As a basketball player, you could clearly tell somebody's about to shoot the fucking basketball. Why are you putting your hand in there?
But
Well, like our guy Nuke Worker says, we got 120 college basketball games. That's not
hey,
even
let's
including
go,
NBA.
boys.
Yeah.
Let's go. Listen. I've seen Virginia play as an underdog once this year. They beat the shit out of whoever the fuck they were playing. Kentucky, Kansas, one of these fucking blue bloods. With Ryan Odom, they play a high tempo and high confidence game. I don't love the injuries. I don't love the fact that Lubin has transferred over, but it is what it is to NC State. They probably have the advantage, but that's why I get the better number with what I believe is the better team. Virginia also has a big European influence. One guy from Germany, and I believe another guy from the Netherlands. They're both bigs. So this team can match up man for man with anyone in the country defensively, I do believe. Give me Virginia. I don't need the points. Win or lose, baby. Let's go.
All
But
right.
that's
here
the
we go.
question, though, Gorky. Virginia's obviously a better team than NC State if you talk about resume and probably by the end of the season. Why the fuck is NC State laying 4.5 points or the line open up at 3.5 and they're going up to -5? Like, I feel like an unranked team playing another ranked top 25 team at home and they're favored is like my sweet spot in college basketball.
Okay, good luck. It's absolutely my sweet spot the other way, bro. Give me the dog because there's a reason why they have a number, be it a low number.
Gorky just said, "I'm rubber, you're glue, Billy."
in the rankings, but this will be a tough game just because it's 11 o'clock. Like, this game is in the Eastern time zone, guys. It's not like this game is somewhere where it's actually 5 p.m.
Yeah, but
Wow.
you're talking about an 11 o'clock start game during Christmas, after post-Christmas break
Crazy.
on a Saturday morning. I think that's got to favor the home team. NC State hasn't played outside the state of Carolina in over a month, man. They're about to be locked the fuck in. I don't know how that works out, but I like the team total under for Virginia as well.
I'm going to have to stop you guys real quick to give our girl Kristen a shout out, man. Dropping a $20 super sticker right there in the chat. What a way to bless our action and start this Saturday, Kristen. Thank you so much. Gorky, I saw you drop that member too, man. You guys that are members, you make the channel. The reason we're up here right now is because of y'all. Without y'all, there is no channel. So thank you so much. And share this video. Help us get it out there. Gorky,
Hey, are we gonna talk on football while I'm up here or no?
can you come back? Can we roll through some of this early games and you come back?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So that's what we'll do. So Gorky will be back. We got Gorky on Virginia. We got Wine Time and Billy on NC State. We got
Also,
Wine Time on Williams,
guys,
or Billy on Williams. Go ahead.
Just one more second. I'm also on a parlay after this Virginia game. Well, kind of after. Baylor plus 1.5 and Alabama money line plus 149.
We should just roll into the Bama game.
I got action in those too, so we will. Hell yeah! All right, Gorky. Tell me when if you just let me know. All right, man.
No, I'm here. I'm here the whole time, bro. I will be here whenever you guys want to talk football. If you want to talk football, I'm backstage. It's fine.
We're gonna try to get football if we got time at the end. So I got you, Gorky.
All right.
All right, brother. All right, so we're gonna do what Billy just said. Let's go here because I do have action here. You're right.
Oh.
Kentucky taking on number 14 Alabama at home here. Alabama looks a lot like the Alabama basketball teams you're used to. You don't have Mark Sears at the guard spot, but they're still run and gun. I mean, man, they're going to shoot. They're going to shoot. If you score points, they've already inbounded the ball and they're already on the other side of the court taking their shot. You better be ready for it. Kentucky, on the other hand, does not look like Kentucky of years past. I've been very critical of this Kentucky team all season. It's easy to look at their 9-4 record and be a little down on them now. But I was down on this Kentucky team before they started taking these losses. And the reason is because they don't have anybody who can shoot the fucking basketball from the perimeter. I mean, literally, it's so bad, isn't it, Billy? Like, how does Kentucky have 0 perimeter shooters? I mean, they don't got anybody that I trust with the basketball in their hands. They don't have a single person hitting over 40 or even hitting over 39% from 3. Now, I know 40% is a high number, but like, you got to have a couple people there. I mean, we're talking 32%, 15%, 36%, 21%. I mean, these dudes can't fucking shoot the ball. It's literally Brick City in Kentucky, which is why I am on Alabama here first half. Usually I do not take a first half at home. I'm going to go full game. If I'm at home, I'm going to go full game. And this is a spot where, I want Alabama full game. The reason I'm going first half is because of the way this NATO's offense plays. And Alabama first half is something I go with a lot. I think that if they hit even below average on their perimeter shots in the first half, they're still going to have a 5 to 10 point lead going into halftime here because Kentucky's that bad at shooting. So give me the Alabama Crimson Tide here in the first half, -2.5. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are.
Yeah, I am on this game as well, Cab. I'm on it in a little bit different of a way, though. I didn't end up betting a side in this. I actually bet the total, and I'm on the first half. Apologies, I got something in my eye. Over 83.5 -110 right now. You mentioned, I think Alabama's going to shoot. And I think Kentucky's going to probably be able to get up on some shots early on too. Tega Owe, I mean, he's probably the best player on this Kentucky team. He's the only guy that can really put the ball in the bucket at this point. He is really talented out there. His point props at, I think, 18.5, 19.5 right now. I think he's going to have himself a game. I was kind of looking at his props as well. Not going to give away more than that one prop I did earlier, though, because I threw a half unit on that prop, so not even a full unit. But with that being said,
Always one of those guys. My bad, one time. I just like to go.
No, you're good. He can't shoot the ball. I mean, he's been able to get his 3 prop is a half right now. So
he plays strong at the rim and gets in foul trouble a lot.
Exactly. Yeah, he can hit the free throws, but that's pretty much it. And I just think that this total is high for absolute reason. I think Bama's going to be able to probably name their number here in the first half, and I think Kentucky's probably going to be able to score 30 to 35 points here as well. So, yeah, give me the over 83.5 -110. I love this number. Don't move on a lot of totals, especially first halves. But I looked at this, and I just think this first game of the day it's not the first game of the day. We've got one coming off in 30 minutes. But I think this is going to be a game where both these teams are going to get up and score early. So give me the over in the first half.
Hell yeah. Billy, what you looking at here?
It's a weird one to me because, like, just straight up, I kind of agree with your breakdown about, dude, this Kentucky team is not it. Like, Mark Pope's about to fuck around and get fired. How do you go from BYU to Kentucky to get better resources, and BYU's got more NBA players than Kentucky? That is just absurd to me, bro. The world that we live in, BYU's got 2 first-round draft picks, arguably a top 3 draft pick, versus Kentucky, who can't even find a win in non-conference play. It's just like a little bit ridiculous, where it feels a little bit too good to be true here, where I am a little bit worried here about Alabama. I think Alabama is going to be one of the most bet on sides, full game, not first half. First half is a way different conversation. Full game wise, I think Alabama money line's got to be one of the most popular plays of like the first early slate window. I mean, everybody's seen Kentucky falter multiple times this year. This total actually opened up at 170.5. It's up to 175.5. I think a degenerate way to kind of attack this game would be to go Alabama money line and then take the total down, do like a 2-leg same game parlay. Like, I think Alabama wins on the money line, but maybe Kentucky wants to fight a little bit and they backdoor cover. I think Daby Cab's right. You go first. If you like Alabama a lot, go first half, not full game. Full game is going to be like TMZ public. Alabama's got to be top 5 most bet on teams in this early slate window, if not for the full card. But I think they could definitely be up at half. I mean, Nate Oates has been really locking in on these boys. And Alabama used to be a football school in years past. But, times have changed. Times have changed. And don't let that basketball team fool you. They've been running, and I think they're gonna run up the FCC this year. So I'm on Team Bama here.
Yo, we don't got time to derail as much as I'm about to, but how about the fact that Ryan Williams wasn't even on the graphic for the receivers for Alabama at that playoff game? I mean, yeah, like, wow. Hey, the NCAA curse is gonna be just like the Madden curse if they keep putting people on that cover. But anyways, I digress. Guys, I don't know the exact time for all of these. I want to try and not just skip to like a 7 o'clock game. Is Arkansas, Tennessee, is that an 11 or was that a
That's
1?
later on, Cab. What about, do you have Oklahoma State, Texas Tech by chance?
You go ahead and
Ooh, that's a
start
good
that, and
one.
I'll make a banner for it. I don't have a ton of the graphics in here. I got like 7 or 8 of them, so I'll make a banner for it.
Yeah, I'm on Texas Tech here, guys. I'm laying this high number for a reason. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oklahoma State 12-1 coming into this game. I think Texas Tech's just way deeper, 1 through 5 here. I think this Tech team is really good. It's crazy that they lost one of their best players, and they're still one of the better teams in the country. So be one of those teams I back when it comes down to it in March Madness. I think they're going to make a run. I think this team's built for stuff like that. Toppin, this guy's been an absolute animal down low. I mean, there's been no one that's been able to guard this guy. It's just absolutely crazy. He's able to get to the free throw line, makes his shots. This guy's one of the better players in the country right now. You got guys like Christian Anderson, too, is averaging over 20 points right now. He's been able to get off from 3 as well. His 3-point prop is over 2.5 minus 180. This guy's probably going to go off here. This game will be played in Lubbock, Texas. Told you guys numerous times, I want to get down to Lubbock to go to a college basketball game. I want to see this atmosphere. I hear it's absolutely wild. I'm going to be locked in watching this game because the atmospheres, man, that's what it's all about here. And I think the Red Raiders are going to absolutely smash the Oklahoma State Cowboys here. So give me Texas Tech 11.5 minus 110 right now. I think they beat these guys by 20 plus points today. Give me Texas Tech.
I want to hear your thoughts, Billy, but who has, because Oklahoma State, they were anemic last year. I mean, they were awful. And Oklahoma State's notoriously been a pretty damn good basketball school. But when I say they were awful last year, I mean, they were terrible. And I know they're, what you said right now, they only got the one loss, and it was to Oklahoma because I remember.
But bro, look at their schedule.
Who have they played?
Look at their schedule is god fucking awful. What you just said, Daby Cab, they said we're going into next season and we're going to schedule these easy ass games and we're going to be 12-1 right on the fucking bubble. How are you 12-1 and you're considered a bubble team is wild to me.
Not only that, like I mean, when you say look at these teams, like, dude, they have not played anyone, man. Like, I'm looking at
Grand Canyon might be the best win that I see.
Yeah, it is, and they only beat them by 6 points.
They couldn't even beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma's not a very good basketball team.
Yeah, so I agree with you, man. Tech here. What I will say on what Wine Time said is Toppin's nobody's stopping Toppin. I've been on his point prop this year. He's a monster down low. Anderson is where this team goes. When he hits his shots.
Yep.
It's game over. When he's not hitting his shots, it can get very tough for this Texas Tech basketball team. Billy, what's your thoughts here? Somebody else keep moving that banner. Do y'all not like it or something?
I didn't touch it. Texas Tech.
Clicking my banner off.
The one thing I'll say about Texas Tech is, I mean, JP Toppin is fucking nasty, dude. When you watch JP Toppin play in college, he plays like I don't even like Apollo Pinchero or something like that. Like he just wrecks. I'm always a big fan of Texas Tech, and then always kind of like back in like teams that might have had like a disappointing college football season. Like I know it's not correlated or stuff like that, but Texas Tech has spent a lot of money on not only the football program but their basketball program, and the way that football program went into disaster. I mean, basketball's definitely got to bite back a little bit. I mean, this is a fat spread. You're talking about a 12-1 team that's catching 11.5 points. It's like the sports books did the work for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. So any other early ones, guys, because like I said, I'm not sure on all the times. If you see
Kansas and Central Florida, do you have a graphic for that, Cab?
No. Well, yeah, I do. UCF, Kansas, of course I do. I don't know why I heard that wrong. Yeah, because I do have action here as well. So I can't wait to hear what you think. This Kansas basketball team has, in my opinion, the best player in the country in Darian Peterson. Okay, there you can argue that maybe Caleb Wilson at UNC. You can maybe argue for the freshman at Houston. I mean, you can make arguments for Toppin, but very different player than Peterson, right? There's arguments that can be made across the board. But for me, if you're saying like, hey, you got the first pick, who are you going to take? I'm taking Darian Peterson. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, I am a little concerned about the that he's had. What are you laughing at?
I agree. I agree. I think Darren Peterson's. I don't know what's up with his hamstrings, but maybe he doesn't want to go to school.
Hey, that's what I was wondering too, bro. It's like he's just tiptoeing around it at the right time, showing up in the right games. Last time we saw him was NC State, and boy, that was a kick in the nuts for me because I had his point prop over 18 and a half. He finished at 7, or I had it over 17 and a half. He finished at 17. And the only reason he didn't get it is because he came out of the game in the last 4 minutes or something like that because of that hamstring got re-irritated. So that should be a reason for me to know, want to stay off because the last game I bet him, he came out of the game and then he sat out against Townsend. He sat out against Davidson. But I'm not going to stay off. I took Darian Peterson's point prop here. It was sitting at 20 and a half. I could not bet it yet. I know. But he's going to get it, man. He's going to get it. Look, because he's only put 17 up in his last 2 games, and he's only played 2 games out of like the last 10 games. So this number seems ridiculous, right, Billy? You wanted to say 17 and a half, or maybe even they wouldn't put 16 and a half, but you wanted it 17 and a half. The fact that it's not is why I jumped all over it because the last two times I bet it was 16 and a half, 17 and a half. I saw Bill Self say that he is basically 100% now, and he wasn't the first time. He's been in practice for the last couple of weeks. He had the holidays to get better. Let's go, Darian Peterson, best player in the country. Get me your point prop. That's where I'm at. Wine time. Thoughts?
I was looking at that point prop when I was capping this, and I haven't moved on it yet, Cab, but I'm pretty close to it because I agree. This is at 20 and a half right now. I mean, him and Top in 20 and a half and 21 and a half today. I think both of them are going to be able to hit it. Both these guys are going to go off for both their teams. I think Peterson, I mean, you're right, man. I mean, this guy's he can hit the 3 ball. He can pretty much do everything he wants when he's on a basketball court. This guy's definitely going to be a top 5 pick in the NBA draft, if not the first overall. So I am pretty close to that as well. I have not moved on this game, guys, but I wanted to talk it out with you guys because this is kind of another spot kind of similar to Oklahoma State. I mean, who has UCF played if you looked at their schedule? No one. It's absolutely no one. Their record does look pretty damn good. And there's a reason why they're not ranked, though, because they haven't really beaten anyone yet this season. This is going to be a home game for them in Central Florida, Orlando Edition Financial Arena. Can't really call this the bounce house, but I know this place is going to be bouncing around for sure. I want to be on UCF here just because it's a weird, fishy line here. I haven't moved on it quite yet, though. There's another point prop that I wanted to talk about it with you guys to see what you guys thought here. And it is Jordan Burks. This guy's been able to get off for UCF. He's probably their best shooter. He's shooting 50% from the floor. His point prop
He was
right
at
now
Georgetown last year. I didn't know he was at UCF. Keep up, Gab.
Yeah. His point prop is currently at a 13.5 right now. His 3.5 point prop is at a 1.5. I think I'm more looking towards the 3-point prop at 1.5 minus 110. Pretty close to moving on to here. I think he's going to be able to knock 2 down. This guy's a good shooter from 3-pointer. He doesn't take a lot of it, but when he does, he doesn't really miss a lot of them. So I am looking at that prop, and I'm also looking at UCF on the money line here. Plus 180, I think, is the best number available. I haven't moved on it quite yet. Yeah, a lot of these games, guys, I capped the card this morning. I looked at it last night, but didn't really look too deep into it. So as the day goes on, this game's in 3 hours, 3.5 hours for me. So I got some time. Looking towards UCF, but I'm also looking at the Peterson props and the Jordan Burks 3-point prop. But that's it for me.
I swear me and Wine Time didn't talk prior to the show. I'm right there. I like copy and paste what Wine Time said. I think UCF is such a live dog that Daby Cab's point prop is probably going to hit. Like, they're going to need Darren Peterson to look like Timothy in this one because UCF is one of those teams that you kind of underestimate, and then they get in the conference play and they win bullshit-ass basketball games against ranked teams. And I don't like betting ranked teams on the road, especially in conference play. This early on in conference play. Like I like to back ranked teams on the road if they need like that quad 1 or quad 2 win and it's later in the season. But this spot doesn't hit home for me, man. I feel like this line's trappy. Like if you first looked at this, you would bet Kansas minus 4.5. But the deeper that you look into it, it's really not a good Kansas spot. I actually think the under's probably in play as well.
So just to put my thoughts out there on the side, because you guys know I'm usually the one that tries to find a way to sign up for the right trap games, whereas other people try and be sharp. It is what it is. This one, yes, knee-jerk reaction when I saw it was Kansas first half, not full game, specifically because Darian Peterson might take a little bit to get rolling. I mean, the last game that he put up 17, I think he had like 2 fucking points at half or something like that, and then he had like 14 or 15 in the blink of an eye in the second half.
Like, that's what he's been doing this year too. The second half, he like turns it on. It's crazy.
He's not playing in the first. He's that good. I mean, he really is that good. But so my knee-jerk reaction was Kansas first half, and I couldn't bet it. I'm staying off. You know, I can allude back to who was it? NC State, Kansas, where the spread was 4.5. It was very similar, and I was pretty bullish on Kansas. This feels very much like that game, but I can't bet Kansas. So take that for what it is. Maybe that means go grab UCF like you guys are saying. But there's no way I could bet Kansas here personally. So Darian Peterson, point prop. Love what you guys said. Let's keep it rolling. Man, we got some big games today. I got action in that Baylor game too, and I didn't even put that graphic up. Can you intro this one, Wine Time? Let's go to this one. This is later, you said. This is later.
Shouts to Gorkel. The Gorkel had Baylor.
Gorkel had Baylor, right? And I got a prop in that game. So I'm going to make a banner for that one. If you want to intro this one, Wine Time, what a great game we've got here. Holy shit. This is probably one of the better games on the board today. Tennessee taking on Arkansas. And I'm going to make a Baylor banner real quick. Can you intro this one, Wine Time?
Yeah, I mean, you guys know me. I'm an Arkansas backer. I've talked about it probably every week. We've talked about college basketball. It's going to be a team that when it comes down to March Madness, it's going to be a team I'm going to back if they're fully healthy. I think they're well coached, and I think they've got a pretty loaded roster. Tennessee, on the other hand, a really good basketball team as well. Where's Arkansas at right now at 2.5? Trying to see where they opened up. I think they opened up at a 1.5. I want to check FanDuel. Opened up at 1.5 at FanDuel, so it's definitely moving towards Arkansas. Let's just look at the market here really quick. I don't like to look at this number that I'm seeing for Arkansas if I'm going to back them, but 67% of the bets and only 51% of the cash is coming in on Arkansas. So that leaves us what 33% of bets and 49% of cash on Tennessee, but the lines moved towards Arkansas. So it's kind of has me convinced that Arkansas is the side. I think they're the better team. I think they have the better coach. And not just that, this is going to be played at Bud Walton Arena in Arkansas. This is going to be a hostile environment. Kids are starting to come back to school around this time. I think it's this weekend where they're coming back. I think a lot of schools have class on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, but
100%.
I do think this place will be packed, and I think Arkansas should take care of business here. Arkansas has made me some good money this year. I don't know why. I just can't move on them yet, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say on this, but my lean right now is Arkansas minus 2.5.
I think I know why. Look, and I could be wrong, but I think I know where your trepidation comes from with Arkansas here, because Tennessee, in my opinion, and now they're getting about where I think they should be ranked. But early in this season, I think Tennessee maybe was a bit overranked. Arkansas was a bit underranked.
Yeah.
Arkansas has been covering those games, has been looking good. Tennessee's faltered a few times where you didn't expect. So everything lines up for Arkansas. And when it's like that, that's kind of like, hey, hold on, wait a second right here. Let me pump the brakes. I think maybe that's why you're, a little trepidatious on Arkansas. This is a tough game, man. I want to hear Billy's thoughts. I know Billy's got some thoughts on this one.
Yeah, woo big. I'm a big Calipari is like my favorite coach in college basketball. I think you have to live bet Arkansas. You can't take them pre-flop, man. This Tennessee team's gritty enough, and this game's like early enough where like you need to catch the vibe of this game. If instead of playing Arkansas minus 2.5, Arkansas is only going to win this game if it's a shootout. They have to run Tennessee off the court. If they play half court offense and they play in the Tennessee's type of play style, they're going to be fucked. So I have to see it first of like, if Arkansas is running up and down the court and trying to get out in transition, they can run Tennessee off the court, and the team total is probably a better bet than the minus 2.5. Because the only way I see Arkansas winning this game is a high-scoring type of game. If this is like one of those low-scoring type of 157s that actually go under to like 145, 140, then I think Tennessee's live. I got to get a good gauge of this one live, but early lean would be Arkansas team total over, because I don't think they can win this game without scoring over 80 points. That doesn't even – like if Arkansas – wins this game without scoring 80 points, I would be genuinely shocked.
So if I was going to bet this game, if you two came to me and said, hey, we both got $500, go bet $1,000 on it and win our bet for us, I wouldn't take a side. I'd have to take Gillespie for Tennessee. Jacoby Gillespie's point prop at 17.5. He has burned me a bit. And I know we're saying Arkansas, and then I say Gillespie, but Billy alluded to it earlier. Sometimes with the point prop, you want to be on the team that's fighting to stay in the game, right? Because then your superstar is going to have the ball in their hands. They're going to take the majority of the shots. Whereas, if Tennessee, which they're not going to, but let's say Tennessee's winning this game by 20 points, Gillespie's not going to be shooting the ball, right? And I don't see Tennessee winning this game by 20 points, so Gillespie should be shooting the ball. That's where I would put my money on it. Maybe I hope I don't butcher this name, Darius Acuff. I don't know how to say it.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, the guard for Arkansas. He might be another one that I'd look at there. Tennessee's still just one of those teams, even though their defense isn't the same as it's always been. I am hesitant to take a point prop against a Tennessee defense. So it would be Gillespie. There. I digress. Let's keep rolling, guys. This one real quick. Because college basketball, we're going to have to reschedule how fast we go through this line time. I'm forgetting. And I'm going to be honest, as much as I love college football, I think college basketball is my favorite. I don't think there's anything close to it. Why does that shit keep disappearing every time I put it up? Is it really not you guys doing it?
It's not me, no. I don't know how to.
Is there like a timer on it? Jose's pulling a prank. He's trolling me backstage or something, man. Baylor here taking on TCU. Baylor, another one of those teams, what they're 10-2, sitting on a decent record, but not ranked. And this is a Baylor team that we see ranked in the top 10 every single year in and year out. So to see this Baylor team not ranked, sitting at 10-2, it tells you a bit of a story. Now, last year, Baylor had a lot of trouble covering spreads later in the season. They lost a lot of people, a lot of money. They didn't look very good. And I think there might be a bit of a hangover from that, or a bias from that in people's minds. Because I don't think Baylor's as bad as maybe we're trying to say they are. They're not elite, but I do not think they are as bad of a basketball team as some people are saying here. Cameron Carr, their guard, transfer from Tennessee.
Cameron Carr is nasty.
Yeah, Cameron Carr is a baller, man. And I took his point prop here in this game. That's why we came back to it. I took Cameron Carr over 17.5 points. If you look at his games this year, he's covered that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the last 10. Doesn't mean that he gets it, obviously, but I like it a lot here. In another situation where we're looking at a point spread that is almost a pick 'em, Tennessee 2.5. I think Carr is going to have to shoot the ball, so I got Carr's point prop. What's y'all's guys' thoughts?
I did not move on this game. I didn't move on this at all. Cab, take it away, Billy, if you have anything in this one.
This one is kind of like, I think Gorky's right, bro. Fake CLV. I think Baylor, while they don't have like those, they don't have VJ Edgecombs and Keontae Georges of the world. So like bona fide, like first round draft picks. This feels like a more put together team, which might be better for Baylor, where like they're a little bit more balanced than what they've have been in years past. Like when you watched the games last year, it was like VJ Edgecombe looked like a fucking superstar, and it was like everybody else. Now it's kind of more of like everybody's on the same playing field, which is kind of helping their results. But it's hard to really gauge because that Memphis game was a red flag for me, them losing to Memphis. But early thoughts and leans would be Baylor plus the points here. It's actually funny. The road team won both meetings in last year. So last year, when they played at Baylor, TCU won, and then when they played at TCU, Baylor won. So I might just follow that trend and back the road team here.
There you go, back the road team. So Billy leaning Baylor, I'm on Carr. Guys, we got somebody who's going to bring you some best bets, and it's in games that I didn't bet. So Billy will probably have something to say about him. But didn't see this guy capping college basketball those years past, and I've seen him with old Jimmy the Bag on Betting with the Bag, betting some college basketball, so I'm excited to hear his thoughts here. Let's get him up here, man. Jose Bouquet. What up, Jose?
Howdy, gentlemen. It's nice to see you guys. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see everyone in the chat. Yeah, I've got 2 plays in here ready to come fire at the people. Excited to talk about them.
Hell yeah, man. Do we have
I like the haircut.
Thank you. Thank you. No graphics for either one, Cab, but I got it from here, Cabby. Don't you worry.
Hell yes. He's going to give me a restroom break. Billy, I will be right back.
You sit back there, Cabby, and you do your worst here because we're talking Temple versus UTSA. A here, Billy. I knew no one would want to talk about this game today here on this program. So let me talk about it here. UTSA 11.5 point dogs, or excuse me, 11-point dogs when they opened up here, down to 9.5 here for the Roadrunners here. Temple, obviously, Billy, a school you're familiar with, so I'm excited to hear what you have to say about this game here as well. But the market in this game is semi-interesting to me here. It's difficult betting the market in college basketball. They're so small, but we'll see how it continues to roll out here. 63% of the bets, 51% of the money on Temple. So the money is starting to come in on UTSA here, and the line reflecting it. We are in the Leah Kircher Center, wherever that is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, here for the lovely Temple Hours game. And by the way, Billy,
Make sure you lock your cars if you're going to the game. Don't leave your car unlocked out there.
lock your car and make sure that you buy your tickets early, because only a sweet $27 to get into this building. Would I pay to go see UTSA basketball? No, I would not. But I'm excited to see what we have here. Temple on a 5-game winning streak beat Charlotte, Princeton, Davidson, St. Francis, PA, and then some fake school, while UTSA has gotten their ass kicked in their last 5 games. But the level of difficulty in the opponent's a little different. FAU, bad loss, 110-70. Good God. Seattle, they lose to USC, Colorado, and Alabama, all on the road there. I think the Roadrunners can keep it close. Don't think there will be many people at 11 a.m. Central Time at this game here. So I'm running with the UTSA Roadrunners here, plus 9.5. Just keep it close. Just make it respectable here. And hopefully the market is true in this game. Billy, do you have any Temple Owls thoughts?
Oh, man, Temple. So they had that gambling scandal a couple years ago, about last year or whatever it was, and then they got a new head coach, and their new head coach is kind of pretty good, but I don't think I would ever lay double digits against Temple double digits, and we're talking about another Division I team. I think I'm off of Temple there, but I will say though, in years past, these games have been fucking bangers. UTSA Temple is always going down to the wire. So I'm going to stay off of this one. Just clear stay away for me. For D-Gen action, I got a different degenerate mid-major game that I would like.
Okay, beautiful. Wine time, by the way. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Jose, my guy. Happy New Year.
I hope your last few days have been very good. I'm sure they've been very stressful and anxiety-filled.
Yeah, I wake up every hour thinking if my wife's going to go into labor. So, yeah, definitely. People are like, catch up on sleep now. And I'm like, how? I'm stressing out every hour. I'm like, is she gonna,
I'd be sitting on the edge of my seat like you. Jesus Christ. Any thoughts on this game, UTSA Temple?
Nothing for me in this one. I don't know either of these teams very well. You know me, Jose. I'll bet the hell out of UTSA football games, but not basketball games. I'm off this one.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know a soul on either basketball team either. I'm hoping the markets treat me right here today, Wine, so I feel you there. I'll roll on to my second game here, and it is a ranked matchup here. The Vanderbilt Commodores going on the road to South Carolina here in the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Kakalaki here. Now, obviously, the most important stat of this is how much money is it to get into this game. And God damn it, people in the chat, if you're in South Carolina, if you're in the surrounding areas of Columbia, get to this game. I need your help in this game. I need that place to be rocking, as our guy Wine Time would say here. $8 tickets. $8 tickets to go see the 11th best team in the country play the Cox here. And as always, you guys know me. Market situation, 63% of the bets, 76% of the money on Vanderbilt.
Bro, the line movement in this game is fucking wild. This game opened up at 18.5. It's going down to 11.5. Is fucking absurd.
Yep, I have 14.5. I did see some that 18. BOL just has it at 14. But like you said, it did open some places at 18. Now down to, like Billy said, 11.5 here. Got down to 10.5 at one point. Did come back up. It was yesterday. It went back down to a 10.5 there and came back up to 11.5. But again, South Carolina at home. Hopefully a raucous environment. Again, there's $8 tickets, which makes me feel like no one's going to be at this game if they're trying to give away the fucking tickets. But if we can get a little bit of an atmosphere there, I believe that these Gamecocks can keep it close. So I am on South Carolina plus 11.5 there. Both plays minus 110 for me.
So Jose is on cock. Not surprising. Wine time. What's your thoughts on this one?
I was actually going to move on the same play when I capped this card. I haven't moved on it quite yet. Yeah, seeing it down to an 11.5 right now. If this gets to an 11, I'm probably going to have to move on South Carolina. Haven't done it quite yet, but I mean, looking at it from a market standpoint, I mean, this is definitely a South Carolina spot right now. I know you read off the market, Jose. Let me read it off again. Really, can you read it off for me one more time, Jose?
Sure. Like Billy said, some places open up at 18.5 here, all the way down to 11.5, but there's 63% of the bets and 76% of the money on Vandy here. So I'm hoping, like Wine Time always says, we can get a rocket environment here. People, Columbia, South Carolina ain't got shit to do today. There's no football for them to be excited about here. Let's give the basketball team some hope. Go upset a top 15 team, or at least keep it close.
Jose, after this, go look at the UCLA-Iowa game and come back on when we talk about that later.
Sure. You guys want to talk about it now? Because I won't be able to come back on here, but
let's do it. Let's do it right now. You're muted, Cap.
All good. I laughed at what he said because he was like, yeah, let's do it now. So we got graphics for it too. So let's do it. I'm going to let y'all intro this one too while I grab my lighter. 1 second.
Please do, because Wine, this is your squad here, so I'm interested to hear what you have to say. I'll quickly just
mention. I'm very interested. I love Iowa. Iowa's the fucking shit.
Okay, well, this is going to be a fun cap then, because I have this line opening up 6.5 here, got up to 7.5 here at about 10:30 this morning here. It got down to 5.5 yesterday as well, so that's interesting. But there's 73% of the bets, 92% of the money on Iowa here, and this line has trickled towards, on UCLA, I should say. On UCLA, 73% of the bets, 92% of the money, and the line is trickling towards Iowa there. Wine Time, you faded these Bruins before. I know you're not a Mick Cronin guy. I feel like I know what's coming here, Wine. What do you think about your Bruins here today?
Yeah, I'm very much a Ben McCollum kind of guy, Jose. If you guys know anything about me, you guys, there's two teams that I talk about every single week with Jose and Jimmy when it comes to college football. That's UCLA and Iowa. I seem to cap every single one of their games, and I seem to have a bet in every single one of their games. I could probably say Iowa's probably my second favorite collegiate team out there. They made me a lot of money in the past. Shout out to them against Vandy. Easy money right there in football. But we're talking about basketball here, guys. And UCLA, listen, they went out and spent a majority of their NIL money into their basketball program this last year, obviously. And they've got a lot of talent on this team. This right here, though, Jose, I mean, this is a rocket environment right here in Iowa City, Iowa, at Hawkeye Arena. This place is going to be going absolutely bonkers. This is going to be the craziest environment UCLA has ever seen this season. And UCLA is very talented, guys, but so is this Iowa team. And this Iowa team is gritty. They've got the blue collar talent over there. Those guys they're gonna give all out effort all the time, no matter what. It's just the kind of university that it is. It reflects on all their programs because they always seem to bring out winners, and they have no NIL money whatsoever down there. It's always homegrown kids that kind of want to grow up in the system and learn the system and succeed at the system. You don't see a lot of these guys go off to the next level, but they're winners. And this team is full of winners. And there's a reason why Iowa is nearly a 7-point favorite at home.
You got to sell it, though, bro. The head coach of Iowa was the coach of Drake University last year. Drake University might have been the best mid-major team ever. And then before that, he went to back-to-back D2 championships. Bro, this might be the best head coach in the whole entire fucking country on Iowa. In my opinion, I think he's coaching up these players really well. And if Donovan Dent's doing that pick-and-roll bullshit, that's not going to work against Iowa here. Iowa's going to shut that shit down.
He's not going to be able to get to the rim against these Iowa defenders. There's no way.
100%. I think what's the kid's name? Sturts. The point guard Sturts might be the player prop here. If you're looking for the player prop market, Sturts versus Donovan Dent. Donovan Dent's like the TMZ primetime guy, and Sturts is more of like that under the radar kid that you don't know about until you watch March basketball and he starts hitting a bunch of 3-pointers. I think Iowa's got something to prove this year. A lot of those kids from Drake came over to Iowa, and I think that they're going to go on a run here. This is a team that I've been betting on all year, and I'm betting on them tonight. I agree with one time so much. This is like, I even like the double result here. First half full game on Iowa. You're talking about a UCLA team that's going from, if you look at since the Big Ten, since the Big Ten has added West Coast teams, look how bad West Coast teams have done traveling out east for basketball purposes. And I think Iowa's going to be able to take advantage of that. I like the double result here for Iowa.
These Iowa kids are a different breed from Southern California kids, too. The kind of weather that UCLA is going to be flying into in Iowa City here today. It's going to be cold out there. They ain't going to be used to it. I think you're going to get all-out effort from Iowa. This is going to be a team we're going to see in March. I think we're going to see both these teams when it comes down to it. But I think in Iowa City, this is going to be a blowout, guys. Like, I expect Mick Cronin to absolutely go off on all of his guys in the post-game interview after the game and say it's all their fault when he didn't get his guys up and ready for this game. So give me Iowa here. I like the double result. This is a 2-unit play for me as of right now. I might move on that double result, though. I got Iowa. I want to make sure I give you guys the right number here. I believe it was a -7, -110. You can still see 6.5s out there, but I went with the 7, 2 units.
Man, I tell you what, I was looking at Sturt's 3 prop, Billy, because you got me to look at it since you said that's who you'd go with. And they don't want you to bet it. They got it at 1.5 -200 instead of giving you a decent number on the over 2.5.
But this is the same game parlay. 3 legs, Iowa money line, under, starts over 1.5 threes. That should cash.
There you go. And I was going to say, if you can build props, just fucking put it up to 2.5, because I think 2.5 is the number. Obviously, they just don't want you to bet it. That's why they're showing you the 1.5 at -2 something. So I like that Sturt 3 prop. Jose, man, bringing us 2 college basketball bets. You swept the board the first time you came on the tailgate in college football. Expect the same here in college basketball, man. Thank you for joining us this Saturday.
Of course. Shout out to you guys. Thank you, Cab. It's nice to see you. I haven't talked to Cab in ages.
I know, man. It's been a minute.
By the way, what the fuck? This asshole. This guy doesn't talk to me anymore. Doesn't like me anymore. But it's nice to see you guys. Billy, I hope you're ready to get back in the UFC grind, because I can feel like TC, Joey, Billy, they're all itching.
Oh, Patty the baddie.
Shout out to 2 cents. Jose texted me on my birthday and said, "Happy birthday, old man." So I said, "Fuck you." And that's the last time we talked.
That's true. That is true. Both comments are factual statements there. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Nasty Nate, Zoe, Steve G. Thanks for everyone for watching. Zoe Fade, by the way, 5 gift.
Oh, shit, man.
Radio membership.
Zoe.
Shout out to you, Zoe. Shout out to you. Thank you. You guys are the backbone of the channel.
Shouts to the squad.
Appreciate you guys. I have to go be a lesbian lunch lady somewhere.
2 cents. What up, 2 cents? 2 cents is in the building.
Put him out on that one. I've always assumed Jose was a lesbian, but now I know. So there we go. Man, shout out to Zoe with the 5 membership dono, man. And my guy 2 cents in the chat, like Billy said. Billy, what game you want to go to next?
Oh, can we get greasy here? We talked about all these TMZ games. We got to go in major basketball here. Western Carolina taking on Furman Paladins, and this is a smash spot. Western Carolina in years past have been like one of the better mid-majors, especially in their conference play and stuff like that. Furman's about to run these boys off the fucking court today. This 9.5 line is based off of like years past history, not what's happened of recent. And Furman's going to run it up here. If you look at Furman, their only loss this year has been to Kansas. The Catamounts almost got blown out by 50 fucking points against Tennessee in their last game. If I can give you granted it's Tennessee, but dude, the Catamounts are ass this year. This is not a good Western Carolina team this year, and I'm looking to fade them as much as I can before they start putting ridiculous lines up on their games. Like, if you looked about how bad they've played, they're 0-7 on the road this year, and they've gotten blown out damn near by double digits in every one of their road games. So, like, I think Furman's going to be able to take advantage of these type of games at home. They've won the best home court advantages in mid-major basketball, and I think the Paladins are going to be a team that we're going to look to back in these next couple of weeks here in the beginning of conference play. I think Western Carolina has probably one of the hardest schedules in this conference to start off conference play. They played 3 straight road games, and I don't think it's going to get any easier for them for the rest of the season here. So we're going to look to fade Western Carolina and back the Paladins. I mean, if you're scared about it, I mean, the time of the game is 4 o'clock. You could put it with one of those NFL games. There's a lot of NCAA games that are on the today's slate, so you don't have to pigeonhole yourself into a spread if you don't want to. But I think Furman's going to win this by at least 15 to 20 plus points. I think they're going to run these boys off the court.
Hell yeah. He knew that I didn't have anything to say wine time. As you noticed, Billy just said the game and then took it away and beautifully broke it down. I don't have any thoughts on this one, so I'm not going to act or fake it and pull up stats and act like, no, I don't got anything to say. Wine time, you got anything?
I got nothing in this game, guys. Unfortunately.
Go with Billy. That's what I got to say. Rock with our guy Billy. Get a winner. Win with Billy. That's all you got to do right there. Furman. Hell yeah, Billy. I love it, man.
Virginia's tipping off right now, fellas, just so everyone knows.
I love that I can see the excitement. Every time a game's starting, you can see one time, he like sitting on the edge of his seat and his eyes get big. You're like, ooh. I love
the other game I want to talk about real quick, though, is BYU and Kansas State. That game is at Kansas State, 1:30. This is going to be on CBS, primetime game. And while I love BYU and I think AJ Bonanza is second best player in the country behind Peterson, shit, if I had number overall pick in the NBA draft, I might draft AJ with these hamstring injuries to Peterson. But I don't like this line movement. This line opened up at 14.5 points, and it's down to 6.5 for Kansas State. That is – I haven't seen that type of college basketball line movement in God knows how long. That line has moved so much that, like, I feel like you have to blindly back Kansas State.
What time is this game at? I can't find
10:30 a.m. my time, so that's 12:30 your time.
1:30. Yeah, 12:30 your
time knows what I'm about to bring up, and Billy, you probably do. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's it. You might not remember from last year, but where is he? I can't find it.
PJ Haggerty, is he on that team?
Of course, I had to see what PJ Haggerty's point prop was for Kansas State. Listen,
Kansas State here.
Yeah, Kansas State might not be necessarily a quote-unquote elite basketball team, but PJ Haggerty is one of my favorite players in all of college basketball. He is not a number one pick like Darian Peterson or anything like that, but if you watched him last year at Memphis, he's an absolute dog. The way he hustles and gets up and down the court, the way he facilitates, the offense in general, finds his shot. He's put up 24 his last 2 games. Whatever his point prop is today, it should be probably 19.5, maybe 21.5, 20.5, and I still like it.
Shouts to KP in the chat.
Who we got in the chat?
Paul, OG Paul.
Hey.
Trapping Kevin.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to you. I got one here, and I don't want to bring this one up because this is one of those ones where I already know, okay? I said a couple weeks ago when we first tipped our toe into college basketball, and I'm trying to say this because I don't ever want to sound like I'm talking shit. Like, I know who's going to like this game. I'm sorry, but Billy and Wine Time, you're both going to like SMU. I already fucking know it, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and put it up here. We got North Carolina traveling to take SMU. North Carolina is only a 1.5 point favorite, so that puts up all the red flags, and I got to imagine that you guys are looking at SMU. Now.
Nah.
No?
I like North Carolina.
I haven't moved on this game either. Nothing on this for me.
That makes me very, very happy to know that I'm not going to get ball busted on the other side here. I took North Carolina, and it might seem square. It might seem whatever you want it to seem like. This is a 13-1 North Carolina team that, they haven't played a ton of world beaters this year, but they had the Kansas game earlier in the season. They played Ohio State. FSU was a good game. They've been out there. This basketball team has the other freshman who I put up there with Darian Peterson and Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson is if you look at Darian Peterson and Caleb Wilson, one of them looks like they're 25 and one of them looks like they're 18. And Caleb Wilson's the one who looks like he's 18. But that being said, the kid is unbelievable. He's so much fun to watch play. And I think he leads this North Carolina team to, a season like they've had in years past, before they got, stuck with Baycott down low and all those teams that just couldn't seem to get over the edge. This is a North Carolina team that I do believe in this year. I took North Carolina here in this spot. I want to hear y'all's thoughts.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the market here really quick, Cabin. Actually, I'm more looking at this a little more. You might be right. I actually might do.
I don't got to look at the market to know, bro. I already know. And one last thing I wanted to say on it. These trap spots in college football and in other things, if I sign up for them, I get burned. In college basketball, I don't know if I've got a horseshoe up my ass or what, but when these trap spots come on, I've had a lot of success with them. And I know that the books are begging me to bet North Carolina, and I did it. Fuck you. I did it. Not you, one time, the books.
Yeah. No,
anyway.
It's a tough spot, though, especially this time slot, too, 11:15 a.m. my time. So it's kind of a weird time slot in the middle of the morning and afternoon games for me. And some of the NFL games are going to be coming on. I think some of the NBA game. What time does NBA start today? I don't have that up. But with that being said here, this is kind of crazy to me. 54% of tickets and 90% of cash is coming in on SMU. So I don't really think a lot of people are betting this game, if we're being honest. And I think a lot of the bigger bets are coming in on SMU because from what I'm seeing here, North Carolina opened up at a -1.5, and now it's down to a pick 'em. So 90% of money did move this towards SMU. I can't come on here and I didn't move on this game, and I probably won't, Cab. But like looking at it from a market standpoint, though, this is a game where I would probably be on most of the time. I'm not going to do it though because I don't know. I think I've seen North Carolina play some basketball this year, and they've been really playing really well. SMU, I haven't watched a lot of their games, so I'm not going to come on here and give this out because I'm not going to bet it. I'm off this game, but I do. The market would tell me SMU.
SMU is led by their top guard, Boopy. What a name, huh? Billy, what's your thoughts on this one?
I think home court advantage is being factored in a little bit too much in this game here.
If you look at, is SMU going to sell out their crowd? I don't think so.
Like SMU at home has been ATS cash cows, but I also feel like that burnt people at the end of last year. Like if you remember the Clemson SMU games and stuff like that, I don't know, man. This feels like you don't want to ever really like stick to power rankings all the time in sports, but I don't know. I think North Carolina's head and heels, no pun intended, 10 times better than fucking SMU here. I think SMU gives me fraud vibes. If you look at their, like, any team that they played that was half decent in non-con, they lost to.
Got shit on. Yeah, you're right. Any decent team, they got shit on, 100%.
And so I feel like you got to roll with North Carolina here. The number just looks weird.
I keep saying it too. This is just with these freshmen like Caleb Wilson, who I keep coming back to, and Darian Peterson, like these guys are just on a different level than what we've had. Like there's always good freshmen and good college basketball players, but these two guys are on a different level, man. There's a different level of star talent this year in college basketball at the younger age. Billy, I got one more that I wanted to hit on, then we'll hit on whatever you guys wanted. We'll get our action from Football for Gorky. But here, Houston, right? Number 8, Houston taking on Cincinnati. 7.5. Look, everybody knows like it's either Houston first half or not, right? I am usually one of those people who's trepidatious when I feel like everybody's signing up with Houston. I'm not today. I took Houston first half. This line's where it should be, 7.5. I'd put it between 7.5 and 9.5. Honestly, maybe I'd put it up to 9.5. But Houston is on the road. If they're at home, this spread's probably about a 12.5 or a 13.5. Every year, Cincinnati, when Cincinnati and Houston play, those are two teams that I expect Cincinnati to give Houston a struggle. There's always a good game here. So I think Houston comes out ready and expects this Cincinnati team to be, like a well-oiled machine, even though they've lost to Georgia, Xavier, and Clemson, pretty much any of their step-ups. And Houston might not be as defensive as we've seen. You always got a good defense with Sampson's teams, but this team is a little less defensive. But I don't think it's because they're doing something different. I think it's because they're shooting the ball better. You got Emmanuel Sharp, and then I keep Going to freshman Kingston Flemings. This freshman for Houston is an absolute.
Yeah, that kid's
baller.
nasty.
He is a fucking baller. I mean, they can shoot the ball. It speeds the pace of the game up just a little bit. So I'm not going to take away from Houston's defense. I went ahead and laid the 3.5 first half with Houston. I'm obviously up money already this year betting Houston first half. So when I feel like it's a time to do it, I'm going to do it. Wine time thoughts.
This is a really good Houston basketball team, guys. There's no way I'm going to get in front of them here and back Cincinnati. But at the same time, I don't want to lay these points on the road with Houston. It's going to be a pass for me, but I don't think it's a good idea to ever fade this Houston basketball team, man. These guys are good. There's a reason why they're the number 8 team in the nation. I'm off this.
I think this total could be some value here where Houston team total over 70.5. I think if they lose the game, that goes over, and if they win the game, that goes over. This total opened up at 131.5, and it's ticked up to 135.5 in some very sharp offshore books. So for as low of a total it is, and sharp people are betting the over, it kind of makes me feel like Houston team total over is the play. But I'm not like convicted enough to like really bet on this game. Houston's definitely. I would say the biggest thing that I noticed about Houston is the same thing that Daby Cab said, is like, you think of Houston, you think of just like slow, grindy, battle-tested, fucking scrapping in practice for rebounds and stuff like that. It's not really this Houston team this year. Usually when they get into these high-profile spots, they've been a lot more adamant about going up and down the court in transition and scoring, which kind of plays to their strengths. They have a lot of talented guards, and this could just be one of those spots where it ends up going over when everybody thinks preconceived under. I think Houston's definitely a sneaky over team for rest of season. Like if you look at their Feast Week games, those are like their biggest marquee games. Granted, that tournament was a little bit weird where you needed a point win margin to make it to the championship. But I don't know. Those games kind of opened up my eyes where I don't think I'm going to be betting Houston unders and Houston first halves too much this year.
This Cincinnati defense isn't bad, but shit, Billy, what'd you say that team total was? 70 what?
70.5 minus 116. Bro, that's wildly low.
Out of their 13 games this year, they've only not covered that number 3 times, and they've covered it 10 times. That number is low. That's wild. So I like that team total. All right, guys, wine time. Billy, do y'all have a game that you want me to put up that we haven't hit on, or do you guys want to just recap best bets and give them to people like that? We're gonna recap. Give you our best bets. We're going to hit the football games real quick. The best bets from Corky. And then we're going to get out of here and go get paid. Thank you guys again for rocking with us on Saturdays, man. Right now it says between X and YouTube, we got 320 people. If you are on X, do us a favor and jump over to YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Pub Sports Radio on YouTube. Maybe become a member. Thank you guys that are members. We love you guys. I love doing this with y'all on Saturdays. I'm out of my games that I wanted to hit on. Did you guys?
I do have a mid-major game that I want to touch on real quick. Sacramento State takes on Weber State. It's one of the last games of the card. Sacramento State has Mikey Williams. Mikey Williams, 3 to 4 years ago, was the best high school player in the country, probably the most social media click player ever. And then he went to prison. He went to Memphis, went to prison. He's out of jail and he's free. Mike Bibby's the coach of Sacramento State. And if you know anything about Mike Bibby as a player, he is a team player. He gives Mikey Williams the confidence to basically go shoot whatever fucking shot that you want. And if you watch Sacramento State play, they are just running gun. Shaq's son is also on that team as well. And Weber State is an over fucking machine. Bet the over in this game, Sacramento State, Weber State. Total opened up at 158.5 up to 163.5. I think it's playable up to 165.5. If you ever watched the Weber State game this year, it's just over. And they're coming off a heartbreaking loss against Portland State in their last one, 90-95 a couple days ago. I think this is going to be a high-scoring bonanza type of game where people are going to not even care to even look at this game. But for the D-Gens out there that want a nice little late night game, this game is going to be a fucking banger. You got to watch Mikey Williams play. I mean, Mikey Williams in the Idaho State game, this is like the prime example of what I'm talking about. Sacramento State lost 84-97 against Idaho State, and Mikey Williams had 30-plus points.
You're muted, Cap.
I don't think anybody's ever got me excited for a mid-majors basketball game until just now. That's a pretty good job, Billy. I'm not gonna lie, man. That was fire, man. Shout out to Dutch in the chat. I see my dude Dutch. Maybe as All About the Hoops runs up, since he is one of the people who was on it right away with us, helped me come up with the whole thing. The name was Dutch. Maybe he'll join us and bring some NBA next Saturday. Let him know in the chat you guys want him here. Show some love and maybe he'll show up. Wine time. Any games that you wanted to hit that we did not?
No, that's it for college basketball. I'll touch on these NFL games with Gorky, and there is one NBA game. I'll just give out my play at the end.
Beautiful. Because like I said, we're going to go ahead and change that name back to All About the Hoops. It just makes more sense. For a while, I was like, oh, we'll keep it the tailgate. No, we're going All About the Hoops. We got to let the NBA slide into. We're going to do best bets, college basketball, NBA. Guys in the chat, man, thank you. I'm going to recap my bets in college basketball and let these guys do the same. And then, like you heard Wine Time say, going to hit the NFL and NBA. College basketball for me today, I have Alabama first half, -2.5, -120. I have Cameron Carr over 17.5 points, -120. He plays for Baylor, for those who don't know. I did lay the Houston first half, -3.5, -110. I took Darian Peterson for Kansas over 20.5 points, -115. And I am on the Tar Heels money line, -115. Those are my 5 college basketball bets. Let's get paid. I'm glad to have it back. Wine time.
Yeah, let's start off with Iowa -7, -110, favorite play of the day. And we can't forget about the game that's going on right now. NC State -4.5, -110, and Darian Williams over 14.5 points. Then we have Kentucky, Alabama over 175. Or I'm sorry, over 83.5 in the first half. I didn't end up moving on that full game total. We're also on Texas Tech -11.5. Very close to Arkansas, very close to Kansas State. When you guys were talking about that Kansas State game, I hadn't really capped that game too much. So I'm going to look at that after we're done here. And then for NBA, I'll just go over it real quick. I'm on the Clippers tonight, -1.5 against the Boston Celtics. Kind of crazy, a 21-12 team going against a 12-21 team. And that 12-win team is the favorite. It's because they're playing in LA. It's kind of a tough road trip for Boston. I think the Clippers, they're going to start playing some better basketball going forward. They're too talented not to. So I think they take care of business against the Celtics tonight in LA. Give me the Clippers -1.5, -110.
Got the Clippers there. Billy, you want to recap that action?
Yes, sir. My two biggest bets are 2 mid-major games. I'm on Furman, Paladins -9.5, and then I'm on the Sacramento State, Weber State over 163.5. And then I'll have some games in between. The closest game that I'm moving on is BYU Kansas State. Like that, there's no way I can't have a bet on that game. I like the over in the game, but Kansas State's probably the play.
Hell yeah, man. Well, there you guys go. Chat, let us know if there was anything you wanted to hear. I'm going to get our guy Gorky up here. I should have had graphics for the NFL game. My bad. Get Gorky back up here. I can put a banner up. Did Billy just bounce out, man? Shout out to guys. Love capping with Billy. It's been too long. Make sure and show him some love. Brought absolute heat today to this show, man.
Let's go.
I could not have even pretended to cap those mid-major games the way that he did. So what a fucking treat we had to have him here. So thank you, Billy. Gorky, Wine Time, you guys got action in this NFL game, so I'm going to let you guys take it here, and then we'll wrap it up and fuck off and go get paid.
Go for it, Gorky. Start this one off, brother. I want to hear your opinion on these games because I haven't moved, although I probably will.
I have Seattle. Today is the Seattle game, yes?
That's Carolina, Tampa Bay is the first game, and then the night game, Seattle, San Fran.
Right. I'm just going to roll off the dome, though. I have Seattle -3.5 at an alternate spread
Wow.
to get over +100. And then I have the money line with Carolina. I didn't want to say Tampa there. I just think that Tampa has been up and down all year, and they will definitely be favorites here because obviously they have the better players. Mike Evans is a fucking beast. Tampa doesn't deserve him, but I think that what Dave Canales is doing with a shitty Carolina roster is to be applauded. And
Yeah.
The guy probably deserves coach of the fucking
He
decade.
does. He should.
No, not coach of the year. Take this in. I said coach of the decade.
Whew. Yeah, I mean, what he's got with this team. Will say this, Gorky. I do think Ted McMillan is the best player on this field in this game.
Yeah,
I
I don't like the fact that their starting safety, he's done for the year now or something like that. He had like a terrible injury either last week or the week before that. But this game is not going to come down to one guy, man. It's a team effort. It's been a team effort for the whole year. I just think that Tampa had their chance to run away with this division. They didn't, and so they don't deserve shit. Take the plus money with Carolina and roll. I also want to touch on tomorrow's Sunday nighter, guys. The last game of the NFL regular season. Ravens. I have Ravens double result at plus 100. I don't like the fact that Lamar is in, but I do like the fact that Pittsburgh offensively without DK Metcalf looks like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
And I am not afraid of TJ Watt being back. Bro, you have a punctured lung less than a month ago because these assholes decided to do some fucking needle cupping therapy. Get cucked and don't fucking do that shit. Or if you are gonna do it in a hospital setting, motherfuckers.
Hey, Gorky, I'm with you. I'm on 2 out of the 3 of those plays. I am with you. I'm not with you on the Panthers. I have not moved on that game quite yet. I am with you on Seattle. I moved on the money line, though. I don't have, I guess, the sack that you do, Gorky, but I'm on the money line minus 130. Paying a little bit of juice, but all I need from them is to win this ball game, and I think that this means a lot more to them than it does to the 49ers. Don't get me wrong. Who's been able to stop the 49ers offense this season? Pretty much no one, especially these last couple of weeks. Brock Purdy looks like he's one of the best players in the NFL right now. It's absolutely crazy. What Kyle Shanahan is drawing up and scheming up every single week. This guy right here, I mean, he's one of the best offensive minds we'll ever see in the game of football. I don't know. Seattle just seems to me like they're the better team right now, and I don't like being on Seattle's side in conference games when they're on the road, especially against the Rams and the Niners in like the last 10 years, just because I feel like they always lose those games when they go on the road. But something feels different here for me today. So I am on Seattle. Give me a money line, and I'm with you on the Ravens. I just don't know how I'm going to move on it yet. I don't know if I want the -4. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that Ravens game quite yet. But I am with you on the Ravens and Seahawks. I think both of them win these games.
Look, bro, I only took Seattle the way that I did because I like to make plus money spots, because we all know that my unit size doesn't come close to anything that's a normal unit size for what we do. But
you'd be surprised.
I like these plus money spots where I can get them. I think they cover quite easily because of all the ineptness on these replacements that are playing defense. They honestly look like they're in a movie. They don't look like competent defensive line players in the NFL.
Man, I wish I had something to go back with you guys, but I'm going to be honest. I look at Week 18 in the NFL like I look at these bowl games nowadays.
That's why I only have 3 games, brother.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I wish I had something to fire back at you guys, but I love it, man. Everybody in the chat, show some love. If you enjoyed what you got today, we got college basketball action, even got a little NBA action from our dude Wine Time. We got NFL action from our guy Gorky and Wine Time. And then I want to shout out my dude LJ from H-Town, man. I was just posting the show or posting something, and I saw he tagged me in something, so I retweeted it. And I'll go ahead and say it for you guys. He has the Rockets and Mavs over 225.5. Go follow LJ from H-Town on X. Give him some love for that bet, and I will get our guy LJ here with us for all about the hoops if he can make it on a Saturday soon. Wine Time, Gorky, Billy, I love doing this with you guys. Everybody in the chat, we're not here without you, so thank you for being here with us. Hit the like button, show some love, and that's about it for this Saturday. Next Saturday, we'll be back. It should be all about the hoops next Saturday, and that's about it. Wine Time, you got any last words for everybody, man?
This is gonna be the last time we see everybody on this show before the college football semifinals. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah.
Let's touch on those games for a sec.
Yeah.
I have to be off in 4 minutes, so that's up
You're
to you.
good. Yeah, Cab, you're good. I can, if you need to get out of here, I can
Okay.
close this out. You're good.
Hell yeah. Much love to everybody in the chat, man. Thank you guys. See you.
Let's go. Shout out
All right.
to Cab.
Uh,
Yeah, let's get to. I forgot, Gorky, that these games are. Hold on. What day is it on next week?
Thursday, Friday, I think so.
Thursday, Friday. Let me pull these up really quick. College football. Yeah, you're right. Thursday, Friday. So let's talk. Okay, guys, let's talk semifinal. Let's talk the two teams that there's a lot of question marks going into the college football playoff if either of these teams were going to get in. The only reason for Ole Miss's reason not getting in is because they were losing their play caller in Lane Kiffin. Doesn't really seem like Charlie Wise has changed anything up. If anything, this offense looks better these last couple weeks when it matters most. Playing some big-time football when it matters most, defensively as well. But Gorky, I mean, look at this Miami, Florida team. I mean, look at the gauntlet that they just had to go through at this point. Starting a couple weeks ago with A&M, able to slay the dragon there in a very hostile environment. They get it done once again as, what did I get them, a +10?
That was nuts. Yeah,
It's crazy what they're doing, Gorky, and there's a reason why Miami is the favorite in this spot. They might have the best defensive line, a top 5 defensive line in the nation. Ruben Bain might be the best player in the nation. He might be going in the top 5 in this year's NFL draft. And it's not just him. They've got a lot of guys on that defense. So I'm on Miami here, Gorky. I think Miami is the better team. I think they have the better quarterback. I think that they're playing some really good football right now when it matters most. This game will be played in Glendale, Arizona, Fiesta Bowl, so State Farm Stadium. Let me hear it, Gorky. What are you on in this game?
Look, for this game, I only have one play, guys. That's going to be Miami team total over 28.5 points. And that goes at +100 for me. You guys can probably get it better. Tease it up, tease it down, whatever the fuck you want to do. Just get paid. I think that this suffocating defense feels like they were disrespected by all the games that they fucked off early. Like that Louisville loss should have never happened. That, all that garbage. But you have to go through adversity, get over it, and grow from it. And that's what this team did. I knew coming off of that Indiana game, I saw flaws in Ohio State that I thought I would never see in a big-time program like that. That was disgusting. I don't think that Ryan Day is the type of leader that should be leading one of the most premier teams in the country. Like, this is a program that should never lose in a quarterfinal stage. Like, come on. Even last year, they won in spite of him. They won because they had NFL guys that were able to step in on the Pittsburgh Steelers this year and be adequate replacements for TJ Watt. Jack Sawyer replaced TJ Watt and didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
So that shows you that they win in spite of this motherfucker, Ryan Day. I always thought that Miami was the side. I had the money line.
That's a great ticket to have, Gorky.
Yeah, I had it money line. And I talked about it like it was nothing. Like it was a 1.5 point spread. No,
Yeah.
It was 10. But they got it completely wrong. this is the thing that happens with spots like Ohio State. Brand recognition. They want the public to drink all that happy juice about Ohio State, Michigan, these teams. But they don't understand that the rest of the country actually plays better football. They forgot who Miami actually is.
I agree, Gorky. So you are on the team total. What was it again?
Team total over 28.5.
28.5. I like it. I'm going to be there with you on Miami in some
Look,
way.
if I get one interception or something like this, if I get one interception and good field, I'm going to cover 4 touchdowns.
I agree. I think they are going to be able to get that, honestly. I'm going to probably end up moving on that team total with you. I think it's just tough because Ole Miss does have a really good defense. They have a defensive-minded coach, so we'll see. I am going to be on Miami, though.
Hey, I am not shitting on Ole Miss, but this is more a plus money spot. The only way I could get plus money without parlaying, because I don't want to parlay. I want to play straight up. We either win or lose.
Exactly. All right, Gork, let's get to this next game here. This is the I don't know if a lot of people are too surprised by this matchup because in my opinion, this
is the rematch.
Yeah, and it's a rematch, Gorky. Let's get right to it. Friday, January 9th, semifinal, the Peach Bowl, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Guys, listen, I'm on Oregon money line here. I think Oregon wins this game outright. I think this is a big revenge game for Oregon. I think going into the college football playoff, I didn't know where their assistant coaches' heads were going to be because they're taking over major programs. Doesn't really look like they've left the building there in Oregon. Looks like they're doing everything the right way. Dante Moore is playing. At times he's made some mistakes, but the guy isn't going to lose you the game like he would have a couple years ago by throwing pick sixes and stuff like that. He's not going to do that. He's also not going to probably put up the greatest 300-yard numbers every single game, but he's a gamer and he's a winner. He's proven that. It's the reason why he's going in the top 5 in this year's NFL draft if he decides to leave. Do I think he's going to be very good NFL quarterback? I don't really know. I think him and Mendoza.
Probably not.
I don't think him or Mendoza will be very good at the next level. But with that being said, we're getting 4 points here with Oregon, Gorky. And don't get me wrong, Indiana went into their house in Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. A very, very tough place to play. I think that was Dan Lanning's, second game he's lost there. It's absolutely crazy. They want revenge. Dan Lanning wants revenge. This whole team. And talk about defensive lines, Gorky. I mean, look what they did this last week, that defensive line.
And guys, Texas Tech is not as bad as they were made to look.
No, I just think Oregon's that much better. I think Oregon is a legit team. This might be the most talented roster we see all across the nation when they're healthy. DeCorian Moore is not even out there balling like he was in the beginning of the year, and they're still winning. It's the defense. It's everything they're doing. They're doing everything the right way.
Defense wins, bro.
Yeah, and I think Oregon is going to the national championship against Miami, and I think they beat Miami there. Give me Oregon. Give me Oregon money line, Gorky. I don't need 4 points in my back pocket. I want the money line.
Same. I'm on the same play and the same reasons why. Because I think that they suffocate them. They know. Listen, I believe they were in the game the first time. Yes. Correct.
Yes, it was close throughout. I think they lost by 7.
They let it go. Now they were surprised by the Cinderella story. Guess what? This is what I said last week. But if the Alabama coaching staff was the old Alabama, even with some Nick Saban assistance on it, Alabama doesn't lose the way they did. 38-3 in the Rose Bowl? Get fucked. Alabama doesn't lose like that. This Alabama team has nothing to do with the Godfather, Nick Saban. And that is why Indiana got lucky, to be in this position. Don't get me wrong. They run the table, whatever, 15-0. Everything has to change at some point. You are still at Indiana. You're not going to win the national championship. And I just think that this is where it goes to die.
Great
This
breakdown.
is where it goes to die.
I like it. I love the breakdown, Gorky. Crushed. I'm glad we got to talk about that. I forgot that the game was going to be before next week. So I'm sure you'll be talking about it with Pete on Tuesday.
Yes,
And,
yes.
I don't think I will be on Betting with the Bag next week. I will be the following week. So
I want you, man, to take it easy and take all these moments in, because it only happens one time. There's only one time you're gonna be a first time papa, God willing, and everything is gonna go great. And we will always be right here whenever you're ready to come back, man.
Facts, Gorky. Yeah, and I'll be back sooner than later. That's for sure.
Sure.
I'm gonna be itching. I was already itching to get back this week when my baby wasn't born on Thursday. I was like Friday. I was like, should I do the show with Jimmy? I was like, nah, we're just gonna take it easy still, hang with the wife. But the wife's sleeping still right now. So shout out to the West Coast. It's only 8:30 out here, so I'm ready to get the day started.
You got the day ahead of you, bro.
Yeah, gonna go hit the gym really quick before these games. Virginia is running through NC State as we currently see right now. So this game is not looking so good for me to start, but good stuff. You're on Virginia though, aren't you, Gorky?
I am, but unfortunately, I'm not able to watch the game because my receiver is not working. But it is what it is. It'll get fixed at some point, and I'll be able to. But I'm following the scores. But brother, like I always tell you, we gotta trust our cap, and sometimes it lets us down, and sometimes it gets us to the finish line. So you gotta always trust why you love a team and why you don't like a team, and just get paid. To the window.
Let's go. Good work, Gorky. We love you guys. We'll be back here next Saturday. We are out.